Hello? Welcome back. Today we're talking about career success and why most people aren't failing because they're lazy. They're failing because they're invisible. They work hard, improve themselves, and yet no one notices. If you've ever felt stuck despite giving your best, this story is for you. Meet Alex. A graphic designer, not terrible, not amazing, just good enough to be ignored. Hundreds of applications, dozens of rejections, most without a reply. He followed the rules. Study hard, practice your craft, be patient. Yet past midnight one night, staring at his empty inbox, he asked himself, I'm working harder than ever. So why is nothing changing? Alex's portfolio looked professional. Clean fonts, balanced layouts, modern colors. But so did everyone else's. Every designer sounded the same. Every pitch said the same thing. Good became average. Average became invisible. And Alex realized something uncomfortable. Effort wasn't the problem. Competition was. One afternoon, sitting in a cafe, Alex overheard two founders talking about a freelancer they hired. Not the best designer, one said, but the only one who increased our sales. He understands why people click. He doesn't just make things look good. That stuck with Alex. That night, instead of opening his design software, he opened a browser and started asking new questions. Why do people buy? Why do some messages persuade? Why do some designs convert? Curiosity, especially outside your main skill, is often the start of change. Alex didn't quit design. He added to it. He studied sales psychology, basic persuasion, and human behavior. Not to master it, just to understand it. He learned why certain colors build trust, why headlines grab attention, why layouts guide decisions. Slowly, his work changed, not visually, but strategically. His designs didn't just look good, they worked. Then, he changed one sentence in his pitch. Instead of saying, I'm a graphic designer, he said, I design visuals that sell. Same skill, different positioning. Conversations changed. Clients asked different questions. Budgets grew. Alex wasn't the best designer in the world, but he was rare. And rarity wins. Months later, opportunities weren't something he chased. They came to him. Not because he became elite at one thing, but because he combined two things: top 25% design and top 25% persuasion. Together? Unfair. Here's the truth most people never hear. You don't need to be exceptional at one skill. You need to be uncommon. Skill stacking makes you uncommon. Look at your life, your career, your goals. Where are you relying on a single skill? Where are you competing with everyone else? Now imagine adding one more ability: communication, sales, writing, public speaking, or psychology. Not mastery, combination. That's where the unfair advantage lies. Most people think success is about being the best student, the best employee, the best expert. That belief keeps them stuck. Alex believed it too until reality corrected him. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards leverage. And leverage comes from difference. In a global market, being good isn't enough. You're not competing with 10 people. You're competing with thousands. Every new platform increases competition. Every new tool lowers the barrier to entry. What once made you special becomes normal. So don't try to stand out by effort. Stand out by combination. Alex wrote a simple rule on a sticky note. Be good at two things, not great at one. That changed everything. Design plus psychology. Coding plus communication. Fitness plus content creation. Finance plus storytelling. Individually, common. Together, rare. Write this down. What two skills, when combined, would make you hard to replace? Alex almost didn't do it. He worried people would say, "You're not a real designer," or "You're not a real marketer." But labels are cages. Skills are tools. No one pays for your identity. They pay for outcomes. Invisible people aren't criticized. They're ignored. Each new project made Alex sharper. Each result built confidence. Each success compounded. Not overnight, not magically, but consistently. That's how unfair advantages grow. Quietly, then suddenly. Skill stacking is slow at first, but unstoppable later. Alex didn't win by being extraordinary. He won by being intentional. You don't need permission, a new degree, or a fresh start. You need to stack. One night, Alex looked back at his old rejection emails. Same person, same work ethic, different results. Nothing magical had happened. He didn't wake up smarter. He didn't suddenly become elite. He simply stopped playing the same game as everyone else. And that's when it hit him. Most people lose not because they lack talent, but because they choose crowded paths. Time passes anyway. Next year, the market will be more crowded. Tools will be better. Competition will be faster. Being good will matter even less. Alex wasn't ahead because he moved fast. He was ahead because he moved differently. Discomfort is clarity. Right now, you have a choice. Keep sharpening the same single skill, hoping one day it will be enough, or stack skills. You can stay average in a crowded lane, or become rare in a new one. No one is coming to save you. No algorithm will reward you automatically. The moment you combine skills, you change the game. Pause. Write down 2 skills you will stack this year. Commit. Today, not tomorrow. Months later, Alex met someone exactly where he used to be. Same frustration, same confusion, same question. What am I missing? Alex didn't talk about hustle. He didn't talk about motivation. He said one thing: stop trying to be the best at one thing. Start being rare. That sentence landed. It wasn't advice. It was experience. Skill stacking doesn't make headlines. It doesn't feel dramatic. It feels small, almost boring. Until one day, people ask how you got ahead so fast. And you realize you didn't get ahead fast. You just stopped standing still. If you're watching this at the end, you're not average. Average people don't stay until the end. If this story changed how you see your future, do 3 things now. Subscribe. This channel is for thinkers, not followers. Comment your 2 skills. Clarity starts with commitment. And share this with one person who feels stuck. The unfair advantage isn't talent, it's awareness. And once you see the game clearly, you can't unsee it.